Good afternoon, MAP students. I'm Miss Fancher, and I'm going to be going through your summer assignments that you will need to complete this summer. I'm going to be showing you my screen and going through each activity to give you a brief description of what you'll need to do to complete each assignment. So the first thing that we're going to be looking at as we look at your assignments is you will need to complete 6 different assignments. So I'm going to be showing you my screen right now. And our first assignment that you're going to be looking at is going to be tracking income and expenses. The last couple of 6-week marking periods, we went through different financial situations to give you a better understanding of things that you might be facing in your real life. So this first one is talking about budgeting. What you will need to do is you will need to read the small excerpt that you see here. And then you will need to answer the questions that you see down here below based on what you read up here in the text above. Again, make sure that you're paying attention to what it says up here in the text and not just your own assumptions. Going into activity 2. You will need to complete this diagram. It's called a Friar Foursquare. You will be basing your answers on the words that are in the middle of each one of these boxes. So for instance, finance, you will define the word, which is a denotative meaning. You'll find one synonym for the word finance. You will use it in a sentence, and then you will find one antonym for the word finance. And you will do that for each of these following words that are inside each one of these squares. That is activity 2. Activity 3, again, you'll go back to a read and response where you will read small little excerpts from each of these debt and bankruptcy informational pieces. And then you will answer your questions based on what it is that you read up above. So for instance, number 1, you will read this paragraph, and then it says, which of the following might help you avoid going into debt? And based on what you read, what would be your best possible answer? And then you will answer a total of 5 questions based on each one of those little pieces of excerpts that you have read. That is activity 3. For activity 4, you will go through, is credit affected? And for each statement below, determine whether it will help, hurt, or have no effect on someone's credit history. When we talk about credit history, it's all based on your actions as an individual and how you handle your money. So, for instance, you get married but don't change your bank account. Will that help you with your credit? Will it hurt you with your credit? Or will it have no effect on you with your credit score? And then all you would do is check the box in which you feel would be the appropriate outcome. That is activity 4. In activity 5, you're going to be reading a small article based on a teenage banker in Peru that helps kids in poverty and reduces waste. So you will read down through this article, and based on what you read, you will answer 4 questions that follow. All you will need to do is you need to circle or highlight or underline, whichever you would like to do, what the appropriate answer would be for that, and answer the 4 questions that follow, again, based on what you read in this article that has been provided. That is activity 5. In activity 6, you will do, again, another Friar Foursquare model based on new vocabulary words that goes along with different types of literacy financing. So interest, debit, deposit, and rate. And you will do the same thing. This is just a little bit different than the first one that you did. Again, you'll give the definition, but this time instead of giving an antonym, you will give what part of speech it is. Is it a noun, a verb, an adjective? And just as a hint, usually when you look up the definition, the part of speech is listed right there as well. You will use it in a sentence and then provide one synonym, a word that means the same thing. And again, you will fill in these 4 squares for each of these words that are located in the middle of each of these boxes. So that is activity 6. You will need to complete these 4 activities, again, going back to completing your summer program and what it is that you need to be able to complete for the duration of your summer. So hopefully that explains each assignment that you will need to complete in order to fulfill the credits that you need in order to get credit for your MAPS class that was held the last 5th and 6th week marking period of the school year. Again, follow the directions on the front of the packet. If you have any questions, there's a number there provided for you in case you need to contact anybody regarding these assignments. I hope you have a good summer and good luck with your assignments. Thank you.